Shout it out. Je kill it cause he get it right, the bossy from the take it belly, why give him before get it harambe. Swag I can feed you like Baka, make it egg but only using the cock, spread enough to go harambe. Clench your fist and write the list off. Everybody you know who is getting you pissed off. Cause from here we only say harambe. Here is a Nazi, this a nigga. Yo, I shoot faster than Trinity. I stand taller than Liberty. Even the Hulk as the answers afraid of me. I'm an enemy. Go through any means to get rid of me. Whether you do voodoo any means at all. To consider me just like anybody. Don't you know what a Jabba man is considered generally? Cause ready squad I be the animal. Ain't nothing I've done that hasn't left you list on my collie. Burning like matchsticks, controversial like an exposed match fix. I stand out like clitoris on extreme black chicks. Inside the ear like ice cream with the tongue lick. Intense like artillery when the mighty hand picks. The propaganda, Jabba slender, be the king. Harder than a panda, whitey panda on the thing that shakes the blender. Make you tender when you sing. That's why I spend a lot of render on the bling for harambe. Je kill it cause he get it right, the bossy from the take it belly, why give him before kill it harambe. Swag I can feed you like Baka, make it egg but only using the cock, spread enough to go harambe. Clench your fist and write the list off. Everybody you know who is getting you pissed off. Cause from here we only say harambe. Here is a Nazi, this a nigga. I'm not the political type, not the type to fake an image for the sake of this whole consciousness hype. Never been called a kappa before. Can't imagine seeing 10 cops and dogs crashing through my front door. Can't say what tear gas smut like. Can't even imagine what the rubber bullet on your back felt like. Can't imagine holding guns in my palms. Can't imagine your whole born carrying Hector Peterson in your arms. But it's cause of you that I don't speak Afrikaans today. I have a chance today. Cause of you, Joe, I can dance today without having to show you my bus. Self-employed because of you, but don't call no one a bus. Cause of you, Joe, I'm a star now. Black man who's going far now. I'm the type of brother who can drink in any bar now. Cause of you, I'm educated. Because of you, the black youth of today's emancipated. When I flip and when I was and I'm on point like an antenna. Informing you like news band, like keeping heads warm like a bandana. Everybody share harambe. So kill it cause he get it right, the bossy from the take it belly, why give him before kill it harambe. Swag I can feed you like Baka, make it egg but only using the cock, spread enough to go harambe. Clench your fist and write the list off. Everybody you know who is getting you pissed off. Cause from here we only say harambe. Here is a Nazi, this a nigga. Bambi sanani, sali sanani. 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 Harambe. Bambi sanani, sali sanani. Bambi sanani, sali sanani. Bambi sanani.
And that's how we thought of this morning with the ever so legendary Jabba Man, Double HP,
Jabulani.
Ah man, with Max Hoba Makoba.
I'm Peter.
Hey.
White Cham.
Easy. Just taking it one day at a time. Thank you, sir. Thank you for those that can't tell.
No. I give credit where credit is due.
Thanks, my friend.
Yeah.
Good morning to you if you're just joining us. It is 7 minutes past 8 and this, of course, is KG Live. My name is Katleho KG Tlogolo Sarama Busela, and that on the other side is Mo. I almost said Moji because I want a KG thing. We're with you all the way till 10 a.m. It is December finally.
We're Decembering.
We're doing it.
And thank God we're not in Nelson Mandela Bay because they're not Decembering at all. Apparently.
They need to calm the hell down. That's what they need to do. But listen to I'm just playing, guys. You know. So what can you expect over the next 2 hours? Lots of great music, lots of conversation, and an opportunity for you to engage with us as well on 060-922-5860. That's where you're sending your WhatsApp voice notes to, or you will be commenting on whatever platform you're watching or listening on. So if you're on Periscope, you're commenting on that. Twitch, you're commenting on that. YouTube, and of course Facebook. Holla at us. College boys.
Illuminati,
We just thought we should say good morning because we've like the mood was somber in here. And the weather is lovers' weather. Let's just say hi to the people.
Ladies, little chakile nhle.
Ooh, mo tsenya dilo. O tla re tsenya dilo hand ndizi. What's that this?
Okay, chakelang na ska chakelang nga chita.
Linchebe ya, le tshwara so. Hanjebe. give you the name of the song, but the truth is I won't know how to pronounce it. So,
La Mezcla.
Lamehu?
La Mezcla.
But more sophisticated.
Yeah, I mean, a sophisticated music. Well, not about you.
What does it mean, dear sir?
True. It
Okay.
means imunate.
Get past your sophistication. Come on.
That's all that matters.
As for Imona. Anyway, it brings us to 15 minutes past 8. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We don't take it for granted, especially with weather like this. And especially because Kitty Zemba. So most people are dealing with all kinds of things from last night. Every night is a Friday night.
Hey, go blind.
Maar tshwanetse di control mba.
Yeah, no, please.
Corona. Joe, the Rona is a real thing. Sanitize. Not like at home, but you actually playing. You check out fella cool store now.
I went. I killed Kasima one. Ne?
Yeah.
I know. I wanna when you made fun of me. I understand why.
You understand now. Now
I understand why.
You've got some tendencies.
I was like I was in Nelson Mandela Bay. Like, hey, what's happening? No mask, no social. Come on, people. We can do better than this. Come on, let's be careful.
Yeah, now you must stop judging me.
But still, I love you so much. Still my hood. DK, stand up.
Mukube, you're allowed to kick him out. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed show for you. Of course, we wrap it up at the end with Jamie's jam. She gives us her message. And of course, her jam for the day. But before that, we're also going to be chatting to the incredible Noni. She is an actress, a singer, and etc., etc., but mostly in the theatre space. I'm going to know Bella Jo. Bella, actor.
Actor.
Wait till the first time you were on stage. I think it was with Kanaki Mango Telewa Clientele Life. Desmond Dubene.
Right. Serious?
Yeah. Oh, he's massive in theatre.
Really?
Yeah, no pun intended. He's massive in theatre.
No. That's blasphemy, dog.
No,
don't say
blasphemy.
that. That's a legend of the game.
Listen.
Whiny.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so she's coming up. We're going to have a chat with her. She's also going to perform for us as well. And then, of course, we've got the health fix. What's happening on the health
man,
fix?
we're talking about breathing. Are you doing it right?
Excuse?
Are you breathing right?
I think so. I'm still here.
We're about to find out.
I mean, if ever there was a time to ask, are you breathing right? Are you breathing right? You sounding a bit shaky there, buddy.
Hey, man.
You are sounding a little...
I was breathing right up until that moment.
Of course, you breathe right up until that moment.
That's the aircon. Guys, you don't understand.
And then, of course, there's our gratitude moment brought to you by Suzuki Basonia, and we will get to that. So that's what you're looking forward to. In fact, let's get straight into exactly that. Your gratitude moment this morning brought to you by Suzuki Basonia. You know we've got to start with you, Dal.
Yeah, man. Dog, I'm grateful for support.
Yeah, man.
My friends, my family, the listeners, the watchers. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to be like, my girlfriend 1, girlfriend 2, and girlfriend half. Still auditioning.
I mean, dog, it's been a long year. It's been a tough year for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think we would have made it this far without the emotional and psychological support of friends and family.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
I always feel like a gratitude moment. You just drop these deep gems. And I'm like, I'm thankful for rain. Thankful for rain. I said. Anyway,
rain is important.
Rain is important.
Yes.
But what am I grateful for today? Okay. I think I'm grateful for past hurts and failures.
Woo.
Come on with it. I need one of these. No, but for real, man. Yeah, you know what? Again, you talk about this year and how bad this year has been, right? For most people. I don't know how I would have been able to handle some of the things that have happened this year and the challenges that have come this year if I hadn't gone through what I've gone through in the past.
Yeah,
you know?
no, definitely.
I'm always grateful for the ability to respond to situations because of my previous experiences. So I think it's when it's happening, it's nonsense. You don't like it because
it toughens you up.
It does.
Yeah,
it really
does.
And it's not an exterior toughness necessarily. It's just an internal toughness.
Yeah, just look within.
You
know? Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I really don't know. I'm taking a musical break because really... But
dog, guys, I think the people should know. I'm part jock, part nerd. You should let the people... Let's put it out there.
Why do you want yourself? Also, why are you labeling yourself? Because you can be whatever you want to be, man.
I was with one of my boys' sons this weekend, right? We were playing a game.
With Kamza.
Right? So we're playing FIFA and he's kicking my ass.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? This. we're going to go to work out. We can't be playing video games the whole day. So him and his dad and I went into the garage and did some push-ups and some sit-ups. And he's like, I don't like this, Uncle Mo. I don't like this. I'm like, you better like it. And he says to me, I'm a gamer and you're a jock. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
You were putting the poor kid through hell, Shane. He was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
He said, this is all because I beat you in FIFA. I was like, yes.
It was, wasn't it?
It was.
It really was.
He whooped my ass. It was
Oh,
embarrassing.
is that why you keep taking us to the garage? Now I understand. Mo wa Tolos actually. You know.
No, Maro, when I get sharp, when
No. We're gonna have a FIFA game off. It's happening. I'm setting it up. Here's your finest. Good morning.
Zaga itsa pogotu, biri biri mo. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Asile type de matigolosh, asila sa matigolosh. Asile type de matigolosh, asila sa matigolosh. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Asile type de matigolosh, asila sa matigolosh. Asile type de matigolosh, asila sa. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala. Mabalela siya fuga, mabafuga siya lala.
This is circus. See, every time I call you, you never at home. I know that you are with me. Please tell me I'm wrong. You tell me that, and then you go cold. circus. Can't take this no more. And I hear the lies, I feel the pain, and I know you'll do this once again. And I know for sure you'll be with him, and I know I can't do this again. No, 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 no. Without you, and I can't put up being your lover and fool. 'Cause every time I see you tell me it's wrong. But when we talk about it, you never say no. And I hear the lies, and I feel the pain, and I know you'll do this once again. And I know for sure you'll be with him, and I know I'll do this again. No, 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 can't do this again. No, 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 you love me, baby, oh yeah. Can't do this again. No, 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 no. When you do this, no girl, I can't do this again. I don't want this, don't want this. No, 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 no. And I wanted you, but you did me so wrong, so wrong, so wrong, so wrong. You did me so wrong. And all I can say is the lies, and I feel the pain, and I know you'll do this.
You're listening to KG, the Comeback Kid. This is content that matters. All the promise we had, can't do this. No, 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 no. You're listening to KG.
August, new young shiny sun.
You're listening to KG.
For the second time, Tankane. Tankane. Nagwana for the third time. Palaluma. Ayo, uya nice. So wanna for you next time. So wanna for you next time.
sambane wafela kule khona ngibheka phansi kokwesambane abantu bona bazofuna sixabane kodwa uthando lususenza sibambane futhi sibhekelele njengabangani ngoba phela manje ayisekho nempange awe kokijimika se kophela konkukwazi eish komele ngiphusa amathe nakubona fune second time koshukumu ngathi ngiyabizwa hlosi lami manje ngiyasa nakubona babisa basali kukhishane imali banginika lempali ngizokubona futhi next time sengiqede nesamtho Samatho so ha oh goodness
New York shiny sun.
oh goodness
New York golden sun.
goodness
New York shiny sun.
oh just
New York golden sun.
ha oh goodness
New York
I think she deserves the title, so I'm going to throw it out there. The legend that is Mshoza.
Oh yes.
May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Oh man.
I suspect that she could have been more peaceful, more pilumbu.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
and I'm not speaking bad of the dead. Tabeyadi lightning, what?
Ah man, let's speak about her music in bed. It's okay.
No, how it's in some public platform. We're allowed to comment. I don't
Oh, true.
I felt, you know, sometimes I feel like there should be interventions in the music and entertainment industry. Somebody has me. Counseling.
Yeah.
Collective counseling. Anyway, Cortez.
Yeah, man. No, shout out to Mshoza, man.
Can I what is that album called? Bulldog's First Lady.
Yeah, Bulldog's First Lady.
Anyway, also played you. What did we play before that?
Harrison Camp. No. Yeah, that is a dedication to Nomtandas. We have a new PA. Nomtandas always say, Harrison Camp. No. But it's a jam though.
Namtandas was so funny. So I come into the office. I think it was Tuesday. I came into the office just for something.
Yeah.
And as I walked in, I can hear. No, there's a vibe. I'm like, oh, it's
I'm
cool.
not.
Ah. Harris Camp. No. 10 minutes later,
Yeah.
more gospel. I was just like, my emotions need to be steady.
Some part of the flow, nothing. They just switch it up. The boy.
It actually reminds me of what I wanted us to talk about
Yeah.
this morning, right?
Yeah.
So, December.
Yep.
And you know how December always has like a sound,
Yeah,
a playlist, right? But then there's always the person who's responsible for the sound of your household.
Yeah.
Who is it in your house?
Well, you know, when I was younger,
Control and remote.
When I was younger, it used to be my parents. Like they always had friends over
Yeah.
at this time of day of the year. Angelina, Angelina, come on, and it was a vibe. Like that's how I fell in love with that music.
Yeah.
And then since my little sister's been born, so my sister is 16 years younger than me.
God.
She's
So
she's understanding music now. She's finding an ear. You know what I mean? So she's controlling the play. Like even in the car when you're driving her to school.
What's her sound? What is she
So she's
say?
got a very mature sound. Actually, I'm quite impressed by it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So she'll hit you with an Aretha Franklin, and then she'll take you into some, and then she'll take you. She actually takes you on a journey.
What's going on with your sister? She's getting into some deep songs.
Man, I don't know, man. She's just
You need
like
to talk to your sister.
she's always got her headphones on, and she's always discovering new music.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting to hear what she's. I always ask her like, "What you listening to now?"
Yeah.
You know, Tumi's sister as well. Tumi's younger sister.
Yeah.
Her ear is. She listens to stuff that I listen. She even this week she threw me with 10 tracks that I've never heard before in my life.
And you're probably going to claim it.
And I
same way you did with Jamie's song.
I jammed. I've been jamming to the tracks all week.
Okay.
Whole week. So these young ones. Yeah, man. When
So essentially, she runs the playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I've had some changes in my life again recently. So
And it's interesting when I got really colored. I can imagine going to
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Mo ke racist guys.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
What's the politics?
The ear is different.
That is politique. But
The
anyway,
ear is different. The sound.
you know what? Firstly, my girlfriend, my fiance is not colored. She's mixed race. There's a difference. Anyway, that. Same.
Umpetsa matla, mfethu, it's umpeditse matla. I can't even comment on that.
Well, that's silent.
Oh.
Okay, so now I get hold of it. Hey, there was a stage. Obviously, like you, the
Yeah.
playlist was controlled. Give a hold.
Yeah.
Ne? But my time at some point, he was just into this Ringo album, Ringo Live. Nadala, I dala over and over.
That is
and over.
not a bad album.
No, it wasn't. I loved it.
That is a
CD,
good album.
But also weirdly, his CDs never scratched. Because Nedala, where's it been? Joe. Good December. I don't know. From the one.
Tuna di tlhokomela.
Mauleka ba re okay we are now once again until our goals play off.
Wait. Ah, no hold it like no one was
I
that.
gotta know, you know what, I'm getting up, Kimo. I've had enough. You know what I used to do? I'd pretend the thing, the hi-fi.
Yeah.
I couldn't read the hi-fi.
Yeah.
So that they couldn't play this.
Yeah.
I'd unplug the amp. Because I had enough. So my childhood
I can't take this anymore.
bullshit.
It's like
And then obviously I became an adult and living on my own. I controlled the playlist.
Of
'cause
course.
there was no one there to.
Of course.
And that was a mix of hip hop. It was a mix of yes, it's my music range.
and when I got the road trip on controller when.
Yeah, of course.
And it also drive what on control.
Bona. Kinna connected mo.
And half it, you know what KG does? KG o kenya playlist half it's our robal and only while go drive on.
I'm controlling the soundtrack to my dreams, nigga.
Ah, come on, dog.
Well,
that is not fair.
Hey?
You cannot do that.
Listen, all I'm saying is I want my dreams to feel good. So, Glenn.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
now that I've got somebody else in the house, those powers have been taken away. The same way that I've been kicked out of the kitchen for some reason. I'm not allowed in the kitchen.
Well, I
anymore.
know why, but it's
Whatever. But yeah, and the playlist now is a lot of Mariah Carey. I have a feeling because we started decorating for
what?
Christmas. Like,
what?
hey, Joe,
I can't leave
without you.
Exactly.
A lot of Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
But then there'll be those surprising moments where I'm like, "Hui rakalang,"
Yeah.
because you walk into the house and there's some gangster stuff playing.
So wait, hold up. Le dala Mariah Carey.
With
Mara,
me.
I don't stupid mo sekolong. Le dala Mariah Carey go sena stupid.
Ke mare le Mariah Carey ba tla
Bo Mariah Carey go ke ba go clean stupid go ka se tjo. Ba para di pontshe bo mangweleng. Motabia.
Oh my god, when make about okay, I'll put 0609225860. Who controls your playlist at home, and do you like the soundtrack of the
Yeah.
household? Because it's one thing them controlling the playlist, it's a different thing if you and don't worry, it's a safe space here. You can say we are here to help you.
And guys, don't forget we're uncensored. You can swear as much as you want on those voice notes. No, I like hearing so
Why
much.
are you encouraging?
Can say that.
Listen to KG, the comeback kid. This is content that matters.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. So in the pistol smoke, fool, I'm the kind of G that little like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of the night living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of the night living in the gangster's paradise. Our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why life is out of luck, fool. Living in those lives, living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me?
You're listening to KG, The Comeback. This is content that matters.
Motichima Toposcopatra is in number 10 Relax Rabatwe Banyana Banyaga Dive Bana Loco Bombo Kamo Drip Kijojo Girl on no Foshu Skabata on no Robo Sinya Congo Kutenta Dilo Sete Set out Pamela Pesa no Trico Trompo Ish Asili Joko Stopo, Stru, Katula Topo, and Gao Bonta Bank Reporto. I'll let to Mishini Wam, Pizza, Piginya, Sinta, what a banana, Moya Sevenza, Jella, what a banana, Sevens, Stupend Sevens, Gassing manage, now gas Zvere kuchipiko, wazozi banyaka diso Unaro phone, maratona gamo kasina ke Mandela
Oh baby nice bando fo Ajigi le moto Ya hamba le moto Ajigi le moto Shampoo, Malay moto, oh baby nice, bando fo, Ajigi le moto. Malay moto.
Savannah Loco Bombo, Kamo Drip Kijojo, Girl, Skabata on no Robo, Savannah Loco Bombo, Girl, Swama Foshu. Skabata on no Robo. Sky
Limpopo. Yahamba le moto, oh baby nice bandofo. Ajigi le moto, yahamba le moto, ajigi le moto, yahamba le moto.
I love piano, ne? But sometimes I feel like I'm lazy now. Lazy now. Which one is it? Is it being lazy or is it just?
Hey, be careful what you say now. Piano phonetics.
Me, I'm a media owner. Ono Rock, vocalistic featuring Rick Ross. Yo.
Hey, serious? No ring now. Hey, bachon. Hey,
boss.
I was about to say I can't
it's all fun and games until Questa Mlata.
Because Questa's got that power now, eh?
No, you know him. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Weird name for a song though. Ono Rock. What Ono Rock?
Yo, Joe. Oral Kate.
Someone Ono Rock.
I kids you.
Why you tongue tied?
King Honor Rock. I've never seen that thing in my life.
I'll translate it for you. Honor the rock.
What is that?
It is an item of clothing that goes under the rock.
Oh,
the
no,
rock and the dress.
My people don't wear that.
How many people are
If anything.
I want to understand properly when you say my people. My people are
No, yeah, but I give no, my people don't wear it. Well, I've never seen it, so I've never seen it.
Obviously, I'm and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
okay.
That's the only way I know about these things.
Okay.
Unless you're suggesting something.
Like it, bro.
We're asking you a question and taking your comments on 060-9225-860. That's via WhatsApp. We want to know in your household who controls the playlist. Who's got control of the remote control? Wait, yay! Try and change the song. Don't go from the other side.
Hey!
Anyway, some of your voice notes are coming in. Here's one.
So who controls the playlist in our household? That would be me. I know how to set a mood. Even though my partner and I listen to the same type of music, like literally the same type of music, but I'm the one that controls it. Like I'm the one that knows how to set a mood. Ironically, he loves music, but he hardly plays any. So I'm the one who's always pumping up the vibes. So I'm the one that controls basically everything.
That soundtrack. No, I got a playlist that wouldn't make it sexy fella.
I control that playlist.
One way.
I control the playlist because my partner.
And then the giggle at the end.
She had flashbacks.
Yeah. She was like, speaking of playlist.
Let me go back and play some songs.
Even the Christmas playlist, they're going to get it.
Hey, Joe. Yo.
Yourself.
Yo.
And maybe little Christmas.
Hey.
Whew. Anyway, we'll continue to take them. What's your favorite festive song of all time?
My favorite festive song
of all time.
Vulindlela.
In fact,
no, Vulindlela. No, dog, I actually enjoyed that Brenda Fassie song. I heard it so much. I was like, and I never got bored of it.
Hey, Brenda Gila control December, guys.
Yeah, dog. And it invokes nostalgia. That song, it invokes nostalgia.
I'll give you that.
And my grand used to love it. R.I.P. My soul rest in peace.
Uchor Ono Rocco doesn't feature.
Kana kinga dingi uju.
Don't make me wait. And then?
How?
You know G and J.
How? Don't make me wait.
KG. I'm sad.
How would plan it? Classic.
I'm going to play it again. Anyway, we'll be back after this one.
uma bless. Ai, as penda. Uma bless. Não, uma bless. Wenzani uma bless. Ai, as penda. Uma bless. Não, uma bless. Wenzani uma bless. Ai, as penda. Uma bless. Não, uma bless. Wenzani uma bless. Ai, kabula, 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 kabula. Kabula, 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 kabula. Kabula, 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 kabula. Kabula, 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 kabula. Oh, yeah. Ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga, ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga, ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga, ay, go. Ay, I'm a nigga, ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga, ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga, ay, cheesy, ay, chickeny, ay, beef, ay, I'm a nigga.
You're listening to KG.
Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Oh, Salah. Oh, Salah, you said Jordan. Oh, Salah, you said Tanana. Salah, you said Jordan. Love it. Oh, Salah, you said Tanana. Sweetie, oh, Salah, you said Jordan. Love it. Oh, Salah, you said Tanana. Sweetie, oh, Salah. Oh, Salah. Salah, Salah, you're such Salah, 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 you're such Fustana. Love it, sweetie, 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 love it, sweetie. Love it, sweetie, love it. Oxalayo senjola, oxalayo sentanana, love it. Oxalayo senjola, oxalayo sentanana, oxalayo, I do, oxalayo, yes I do, oxalayo, I do, oxalayo, yes I do, oxalayo. Oxalai, yes I do. Oxalai, I do. Oxalai, yes I do. Love it, sweet it, 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 love it.
You could only say this back then. You can't say this now. Now there's a legal case coming your way. When? But that's what it means. I really look. Anyway, MDU, the Godfather. Can I meet some mama as your Uncle Bay? Is it? I can't remember Uncle Bates and Spanish. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. It is 2 minutes past 9. Good morning. Welcome to KG Live. If you're just joining us on whatever platform you might be watching or listening on, my name is Katleho Mabusera. Everybody calls me KG, and you can too. That guy there, well, we don't care about him, but his beard is there, his arms are there, and he just happened. Oh. Time for us to talk all things health. Time for the health fair. What are we talking about? You said Hohema. But more, I've been breathing life, bro. It's kind of...
Okay, let me put it
How do you ask me, am I breathing right? I've been breathing for 34 years.
Let me put it into context.
Yeah, you better contextualize that shit.
Contextualize this shit.
It's really context.
So, you meditate a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you know what the type of breathing is called?
The type of breathing I do when I'm...
Yeah.
No.
So you do what is called conscious breathing.
Okay.
So you are conscious of your breath and you time it.
Yes. Yes, sir. Control it as well and whatnot. Yeah. It also helps with other things, by the way. Continue. It's all about control. It's all about control.
I'm going to talk about 3 types of breathing.
Okay.
Conscious breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, and breathing patterns.
Okay.
You do it 3 different things. So we are familiar with all 3.
Yeah.
Because we are very active people.
Sure.
And we meditate. So I was chilling, I was thinking, am I breathing? I started this new program. I hope I told you when I started this new program.
Yeah, true.
And it's been killing me. It involves a lot of burpees.
Love those things. Not.
And then I talked to one of my boys in the gym. He's like, no, dude, just focus on your breathing.
Was your breath?
Yeah. Just focus on your breathing, dude. Like when you do, when you meditate and you think about your breathing.
Yeah.
Just think about it in the same way. Like conscious breathing is when you really, and it puts you in a sort of like a zen-like mind state.
Sure.
So when you talk about diaphragmatic breathing, interestingly enough, improves your performance in the gym. It actually helps you to lift bigger.
So what is the benefit of conscious breathing? Okay, you've just given us a bit of what diaphragmatic breathing
Oh,
benefits
yes,
are?
yes. So conscious breathing lowers the blood pressure.
Okay.
That is really, really good for lowering the blood pressure. I was actually telling my mom the other day that it's part of mindfulness.
Yeah.
She really needs to focus on her breathing because she's been really, really stressed. My mom's a teacher.
Umirang. Oh.
She's a teacher.
Nigga, why stress am I lead? Yang kan timo.
It's exam time.
Ish.
She's like, how can I lower my blood pressure?
Uh.
I feel like I'm so stressed. Because I mean, it was one of the conversations we had as well about mindfulness.
Mm.
And then I was like, no, just think about breathing.
Yeah.
At each and every moment, whenever you feel overwhelmed by a situation, like in a school setup, just time your breath, and that actually lowers the blood pressure and it helps you think clearer. And it's
So can I share a technique that I use for my meditation, which taught by my therapist, right? So you count your in-breath, you breathe in through the nose, and you breathe out the mouth. So I started with 4, so you breathe 1. I can't count and breathe at the same time out loud, right? And then you double your out breath, because that also slows down your heart rate, slows down a number of things.
and that helps you with sleep as well.
Yeah?
So it improves your sleep. So if you can't sleep and you feel like you do that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the lavender that is. Our house has been taken over by lavender. It's a whole other story. We'll talk about it.
That's a mindfulness technique. Actually,
Awesome.
For sleeping, for improving sleep as well.
Yeah.
So if you breathe in, you count your breath in through your nose and breathe out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Instead of counting sheep, count the seconds.
So you've talked to us about 2. You said diaphragmatic breathing, which was the second one, and the first is mindful breathing. What's the third?
I was intrigued by the diaphragmatic breathing. That's the exercise that most singers use.
Yeah.
Dante will tell us more about it.
Yes.
Or Noni.
Noni, yeah.
Or Noni will tell us more about it when she comes onto the show. But that's that exercise where they breathe in and feel their stomachs,
Yeah.
hold it in, and then breathe out.
Because the diaphragm is a muscle.
Yeah. If you
that-
know those guys in the gym,
Yeah.
breathe out a lot.
Mm.
They're loud when they do it.
Yeah.
I finally understood why when it happened to me.
But what is the benefit? What is happening there?
It actually helped me with my performance because I got stronger.
But what does it do? How does it get your performance to be good?
So because you breathe in,
Yeah.
and the amount of breath you take in, the exertion with your output,
Yeah.
will lift that out with everything. So it increases your energy. It increases the oxygen that goes to the muscle.
Oh, so it's not just trying to show us that we're. Okay. Hey, those guys. Axel Jaja skis. Okay.
You know, with burpees, it's a cardiovascular exercise.
Yes, I know whether I'm well aware.
You cycle as well.
Yes.
I assume that you have a breathing pattern that you developed.
Yes. I think, it was unconscious at first, but then I became very aware of it.
I think now, I'm telling you this now. That,
Yeah.
when you do cardiovascular exercise, to improve your performance in cardio, you need to develop a breathing pattern. Everyone has their own a unique breathing pattern that
Sure.
they come to. That's why I was referring to burpees. If they were tough for me, I'm not saying they're not tough anymore, but they're easier now
Mhm.
that I've developed a breathing pattern.
Yeah.
So that in the long run, improve performance, whether they're doing strength training, whether they're doing a cardiovascular workout, just put your breathing into.
So for the person who isn't necessarily physically active,
Yeah.
but wants the benefits of that come with improved breathing.
That comes with the conscious breathing.
Okay.
You have to sit down and consciously think about your breath and the breath, each and every breath that you take.
If I was tell them, they're like, but why? Right? In a word, I should be concerned about my breathing because.
Calm.
Okay, so if I'm looking to be calmer, okay. So if you want to be calm, especially at December, can't hesitate. You know, even forget December, January, might need to calm yourself down around that time. So yeah, I can know popping bottles, going to coffee concerts. Anyway, here he is with Superman. Good morning. This is KG Live.
You were saying something?
Yeah, still playing this side. Next side, you figure. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very, very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very, very much. Why did you unmute? Why did you unmute?
Brings us to 20 minutes past 9. I will never be able to pronounce the song, so I'm not going to try. It's got La in it, and it's got an M in it, and then it's got other things in it. Anyway, somebody, but it's a great song nonetheless. I'm sure you can Google it. You can do whatever needs to be done for you to know what the song KG Live. It's a Saturday ching from time it is there. All right. So we promised you that we are going to be having our performance, at least having her perform for us before we have a chat with her, what she's been up to over the last while, how she got into theatre, but more importantly, where she's performing right now and where we can look forward to seeing her. We all know that the theatre space has been taking a knock from COVID, right? So it is just our way of finding out what wonderfully talented people and experienced people are doing to make sure there's this thing called COVID. So I'm going to hand it over to Mo, who is...
Yep. And now performing a live rendition of the classic Tula Tula. It's No Need.
Tula tula baba tula sana. Tulu babu zobuya eruseni. Tula baba tula sana. Tulu babu zobuya eruseni. Wekwinkanyezi ehallelu baba. Emkanyisela Injele kaya sobe sikona abonke besho yo beti buyela ubuyele kaya tula baba tula sana. Tula baba. Tula sana.
Nice one.
G, the comeback kid. This is content that must. You're listening to KG, the comeback kid. This is content that matters.
I drop your bag off. Early morning I jack off. So when I fuck your chick afternoon I last long. Every song is like the last song. When it comes to the level in which I rap on, your bitch is dancing on me. She like a lap dog. She like my hair, my cap on. Cause I ain't looking for love. Shit, is that wrong? I just want something dainty that I can tap on. Y'all just worry about some shit to blow a bag on. I peeped the game before it happened. It's like a Tony Romo. I'm better than a referee. Don't let the internet fool you. 100K on the gram doesn't make you a celebrity. You public figures with these fucking pictures. You got your ass poking out when you lean to the left. When it's really not fat, you just angle it best. And in person, we know that your self-esteem is a mess. But it make you feel better when you posting your pics. It's cool, I ain't not commenting. It make your career look promising. Get it how you live it. This world could be filthy, but I'ma do it cause every hard line keeps adding to the street.
Fuck what they talking about, dog. I know they me. I can give a fuck if they feel me, dog. They sending shots, better kill me, dog. I'm on the kill streak, I do these flows filthy. So much flows, I started investing in realty. Got so much gold, all this jewelry make a nigga feel guilty. Ice on the knot, bitch, I'm still me. This is just to chill me. And that's when you see the real me. Force a nigga hand, and that's when you gon' reveal me. Nina on waist, if you talking out your face, better post with caution, cause you niggas ain't safe.
Off the Jameson, I turn into an animal, baby. Shows with Eric, bitch, I'm feeling like Hannibal, baby. Bird up, I wrote some words and now my calendar crazy. Different country every night, let's get some capital, baby. East side, phenom, yeah. When you make heat, there's no B-side. Y'all don't want beef, y'all meat ride. This a fuck you, not a peace sign. I've been down bad like Steve Jobs. Made it all back like Steve, now I slam him down bad, no vibe. Peace like sheesh, yo, you don't eat on these sides. You can keep yours, I'ma keep mine. Flex like a rest, bitch, I'm feeling like Diva. Open up legs, back my head on a monkey. I keep this shit funky, her eyes rolling back. Yo, she look like a junkie. I bully these pussies, I feel like a Dudley. All I want is some gutty. Poker face day and night when she after she dip, yo, a split would be lovely. I ain't sparking this chick, cause every time she hit the weed, she be bugging. Make a way and everybody start running. Make a name and everybody your cousin. It's cool, I'm liking it. As long as somebody profiting, there's always someone else that's pocketing. But how you live it, this world could be filthy. But I'ma do me and get back to the real thing. Cause every hard line keeps adding to the kill streak.
I say to young black men, we now living in a public emergency. Middle class, poor people being targeted every day, dealing with so much hostility. Negative socialism. I refuse to. And there's no mercy for the rivals. They want the rich niggas to live in total silence. Exile. Flee the country. More assassinations. Let's go. When you forced to be feeling I was lost in confusion, therefore had nothing to lose. Now I'm running the racket, nigga got cut from the noose. I just wanna be free, another on the run. We was pinned to the cross since our birth under the sun. Ain't no hate in my heart, adapted to rage. Step off the stage, pussy nigga right back in the age. Now we burning the streets, Christ to the cross. Position latent, rightfully lost. Lesson power with the people, no need for signing petitions. Thieves and revelation scriptures keep on blinding these Christians. I'm in search of the truth. We each have a flaw. Soon as Dre hit the roof, she filed for divorce. Van Jones gon' get a broom. Never making. Terry Crews is another coon who was basically.
Some say my eyes are like brown diamonds buried in the snow.
Just connecting microphones live on camera. I mean, okay, let's go with it. Good morning, welcome to this KG Live, 27 minutes past 9. And yeah, Dumi is now well and truly into that microphone. Anyway, 0609225860 is where you're sending your messages to. You're sending us your voice notes. The question we're asking this morning is simply this: who controls the playlist in the house? Because there's always that person who's put in the room, right? And sometimes the choice of music. Yeah.
Yathaba.
And you don't. I go to because I still have to go back home. Nigga. Okay, maybe I bought her. But I know she's not watching.
Yeah, when I think back to the end, KG said,
friend are you? You need to decide whose friend you are.
You know when you're in a relationship,
yes.
No.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Whoa, what kind of household do you think I run? Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. You know that at this time, every Saturday morning, we've got one of our friends we bring in to see each other and find out what they're up to. Usually they're performers. You're very famous, and that's how we're going to keep it, because that's just who we know. I mean, if you got people... No, you're famous, right? No, listen to her humility. Ah, yeah. Sweet little voice.
Yeah, wait till the full moon comes out.
You know what? Let me introduce you properly. I owe you that. As much as we are friends, I have to be professional about this thing, so I'm going to introduce you properly. Her full name, her ID name.
VIN number.
VIN number. Nonhlanhla Mkhonto. She's been in this industry for 14 years. Noni always loved the arts and loved performing, singing and dancing. She started at a very young age her love for musicals and stage dramas. Her first professional production was Alice in Wonderland, where she played the lead, which is Alice. Since then, she has been in numerous performances and stage productions, right? I mean, I could read all of them, but there's so many. There's Sister Act, there's Afrikaans pantomimes, there's Janice Honeymoon's pantomimes, it's a long list. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sy kan praat. Sy praat baie mooi Afrikaans. Sy sing ook in Afrikaans.
Ja.
See?
Goed fake it till you
But I have to say this part because I have to honor my friend. She's also an Aledi Theatre Award nominated actress of 2019 for her role in Janice Honeymoon's Jack and the Beanstalk. So Mo was laughing because I said one of the first times I saw you perform was with Desmond.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, why am I disrespecting? I was like, Desmond is a performer. He's really good at it. And he played some other granny in one of the shows that I went, one of the Pentos, right?
It was a dame, so.
See?
Yes.
Dame Dash. I mean, Dame Desmond. What is it?
Yeah, Dame Lulu something.
Dame Lulu.
Yes. He played a dame in a whole dress and a whole wig, makeup.
And he killed it.
And he killed it.
He killed it.
He kills it every time on Sunset.
Like I was telling KG, my biggest memory at Desmond was his first ad. Yeah, I'm a poo-poo.
Windy. Yeah, no, I always send that to him.
Yeah.
My favorite memory of that, dude. Every time, like, I want to see him and sing that.
Yeah, he's gonna be so annoyed with you. Like,
You're gonna be his least favorite person.
like another one of these guys.
Exactly. You only live once.
No, welcome to KG Live, dude. Welcome to KG Live.
Having me, KG.
How have you been?
I've been good. It's been a bipolar year.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's been, you're happy one moment, next minute you're like, where am I?
Actually, you're like, what the
You
fuck?
also get a bit schizophrenic, like you kind of like have so multiple personalities,
Yeah.
I guess, So it's been a roller coaster year, but other than that, as long as we can reach 2021 mentally healthy and stable, and physically also the best way. I think just push yourself to be mentally healthy. Get your mental books, listen to podcasts. I don't know, take a walk next time, like running. I'd rather dance than run because I look spastic. I say this because I know. So rather take a walk, take your dog for a walk, even if it's just around the corner and back. You just put your head out the window and just breathe in some air and then go back and feel sorry for yourself.
What's been your favorite sort of mental wellness exercise during COVID? Like, what's the one thing you keep going back to?
Yoga.
Oh, of course.
And like
why did I think otherwise?
I still do my warm-ups as if I'm going to the theatre and doing a show.
Oh, okay.
And I still do that.
So you stay ready.
I still wake up and I get into my leggings, and I put on my yoga outfit and I get my mat and I stretch for 15 minutes as if I'm doing a show. Like I think that's what's kept me sane, and that's what keeps me happy. Because it's my job, and for performers, it's been ripped away from under our feet. Like it was just like, can I just move this carpet? No, it's like slap. You were like, oh, what's so.
No, not at all.
It sounds. I feel like it sounds lame because it's like, what? You wake up and you stretch. I even tried to do it, like I tried to do the whole social media thing, in the beginning where I think you saw where I was doing, but
I'm a challenge.
It wasn't even a challenge. It was just one of those where us as performers, musical theatre performers, we'd like just record ourselves doing a bit of a warm up, but you'd speed up the technical terms, speed up the video. Yes, but back on dizzy.
Ah,
But I'm
did they troll you?
No, yeah, no.
Now
there
I need
was
to go find
Hunger
those
Games
videos.
out there. It was like, damn, bro, didn't know you could do that. I was like, "Ay, yeah, but
But also now, how do you go onto screen and start putting legs over heads? Of course you're gonna be like, aye. The hungers. The hungry lion.
Hungry like a lion. I was just like, no, okay, let me just do this in my own private time and not.
Yeah, no, I think that was a good.
Yeah, no, it was. It was. I'm actually glad I didn't do any challenges though. I must be honest.
I was never gonna be on that challenge thing. I got forced into like one of these 25 push-up day ones, and I felt it was like tagged on it, and now I'm publicly supposed to like redo this thing.
Yes.
That was a manipulative one because
I didn't like it.
PTSD or that. I was like, no, I'll pray for them.
Yeah, my prayers are stronger than my push-up.
No, why?
I mean, anyway, let's go back to the beginning. I think, you know, sometimes you see people on stage, you see them performing, you don't know the story that comes with that. And in as much as I've known you for years, right, we've not really spoken about how you got into theatre and how you ended up being Nonny. So, did you accidentally just drop in? Were you walking past the stage one day and you're like, hey, let me step on?
I believe it was fate. I knew, I've always known, because even like, you know, when you're at school and you go for these careers, or people come to like, or colleges come to your school and they bring pamphlets and all.
Yeah.
You'd look, and I looked at interior designing because I did art at school, and then I looked at I don't know, being a psychologist because I'm good with people.
Had many a deep DMC.
Yes,
not just
many
a DMC, a deep DMC.
I've got bags of DMCs, but I knew I'm supposed to perform. I always knew I'm supposed to sing. I always knew I'm gonna dance.
Yeah.
I always knew it. At the back of my head, in my soul, everywhere. My parents knew it. They fought it. They're still fighting it. Some guy said, just wait. You know, in my matric year, I played the play Annie.
Okay.
Like
the
first Black Annie. That girl in Hollywood, girl, please. Girl, please.
We've been doing
2006, I played Annie, y'all. So I played Annie, and there was this lady who lived in our cottage, and she came to watch with her friends. Little did I know that she was also in the industry and teaching drama. So she brought her friend who's an agent, and he saw me and he came up to me and he was like, listen, when you pass, come join. And I thought to myself, is this real? You know, I was just like, yo, is this like, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't even tell my parents. I was just like, this cat
I'm close.
laminate it and put it in between my mattress so my mama don't find it. And I passed my matric, and sure as hell I called, and they were like, come through. I took headshots. I need headshots for this, and she was like,
she didn't know at that point what
didn't know
wow.
Nothing. She was just like, took these little cutesy little pictures, and I joined this agency, and I think within a week of signing, I got my first production, which was Alice in Wonderland at the People's Theatre, at the Joburg Theatre. And I was studying psychology at the same time. Ew, that kicked my butt. I was like, what have I done? To study for the whole year.
Yeah.
And then also, little did I know that after Aladdin, and then it was going to be like a storybook theatre in between, and then it was going to, you know. So I just learning over the years, teaching myself, learning from different directors and producers and other artists, you know, other people that have studied, and they come through and I watch them and okay, that's stunning, that's, you know.
Do you think you're better for not having classically trained? Do you think that allows you to bring something to the stage that classically trained people aren't able to tap into because they're you know, that way trained?
I feel my whole 14 years of being in the industry, there's never a time that I've been unemployed or without a job. Bless.
Come on. Sebenza.
You know, it's just this year. It's just when everything was.
No.
I was like,
everybody was here. Everybody.
Yeah, no, yo, this is rough. I didn't know what this is.
Song.
Yeah, song.
All of us.
But I think. are just a soprano and you're an opera singer and that is it. You know, I learned, so I'm still versatile in my mind. If I go for an audition and it happens to be like a jazzy type show, I can still tap into that. I still, you know, I'm not one channeled, and I find that people that do go and study, they kind of get brainwashed, and the stories they tell about this and how they, no, I was forced into this and I was forced into that, and you know, when they come into the industry, it jars them because it's never like that. You can be doing a show and then the next minute it's like you think it's just going to be all. Meantime, you've got ballet, you've got contemporary, you've got everything being thrown at you, and you've got. So I say not studying has helped me because it's also helped me not to be that I know everything.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a cup that's always half full.
Oh, okay.
So everything else like filters, like doesn't matter. I knew flows out, and I grab all the things. Change, you know.
Of course.
Things change. New directors come in with new outlooks in life, and so you keep just grasping, and then you just flow out all the other.
So I was about to say that high risk of being typecast by virtue of being in an institution that teaches them to do things in a certain
Yeah.
Ah, okay, interesting.
I think also maybe they typecast themselves.
Yeah, well,
They-
true. A lot of people do that.
People.
Literally.
We think I'm
So
about things.
14 years in the industry. Have you had any difficult moments? What?
The difficult things about your career.
The difficult things about this career is being typecast.
You're typecast though. So if you'd be typecast, what are you typecast at?
Let me give you an example of having a color purple. Okay. Firstly, I don't see myself as that big robust singer. You know the color purple belting and the churchy
Jay
vibe
Hadding.
and yay, I'm telling you what Jennifer Hudson, you know. But it's my body.
Yeah.
My body sometimes makes me fall back on a lot of other things because they see me as petite. Tiny.
Yeah.
Then on stage your silhouette is like, you're tiny and petite, but your silhouette elongates on stage, so you're sexy. So you're those girls that they're like, ole, kitiba, lidi, what's in your stomach out. She's gonna play the sexy girl, or she's gonna play the cute little girl, So that for me has been difficult in terms of like wanting to tap into a deeper, like older nonny. Like the older I get, and like I'm 33, but people will still be like, oh, don't you want a nonny? We want to cost you for. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not there anymore. Like mentally, I'm like, ish.
I don't want to tell those stories.
I'm there, I just want to I want to be a woman now.
Yeah.
But, for me, it's been that struggle of like growing. But I've been told that I must just.
Calm down.
Yeah, your time is gonna come.
Yeah.
Your
Don't rush
timing
it.
is not the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
And I really, really believe that. I truly believe it because I never thought in my going to be nominated for playing a hit. And I played it twice. So later in 2012, production was Jack and the Beanstalk. Then last year they were like, Nani, we want you in Jack. We know you've been, but we want you to still play the same role because Janice couldn't see anybody else playing it but me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we typecast them with cameo roles for Nani.
Yeah.
She's got comical timing and also like my physique on stage and just my agility and energy. And sometimes I'm like, hey, why are you not lazy?
Just take a year of laziness. Just for a year, be like, I'm gonna be easy.
I don't want to.
I don't do hands anymore.
I didn't know. You also never know when your timing is, So it's having this nominee also like hit me where it's like, dude, your time's coming.
Yeah.
Just
progress.
Yeah.
Progress.
Baby steps.
All things in time.
Yeah. Because.
Good morning, welcome to it. This is KG Live, 9:42 on a Saturday morning. We're chatting to Noni. We're talking about her musical career. Well, it's her theatre career, really. But theatre and music, one thing, same thing. I always find that speaking to theatre practitioners will give you a lot more, and askies to all the musicians out there, right, than just speaking to a person with one skill set. I find theatre people to be super involved in their craft.
Not like triple threat, quadruple threat.
Because you're singing whilst you're dancing, walking.
Plus, those costumes cannot be comfortable.
About those costumes. Because some of them costumes are sexy, except for the hem. I mean, real talk.
Yeah, no, real talk. No, my girl hurt me, hey.
do you ever get to take some of those costumes home? Like, hey, You look at her, bro.
Like, hey, role playing.
Would you really want to?
I'm a hint tonight, girl.
Firstly, those things are heavy, and then like I don't think people know what the stage actually looks like. There's like grooves because there's lifts, so they're not tight.
Okay.
So there's like space in between because it's got to breathe.
Yeah.
So that the lifts can actually move up and down, and we're wearing T-bars.
Sure.
Like with these little heels, and you can actually get stuck there. And it's funny how the audience never see all the bloopers. We know, like when you're like, oh, that guy pulled you so nicely, and you jetted over him, and it was like because I was stuck. I needed to do something that made it look like it was part of the show. So because my foot was in there and I was not moving, and he had to yank me out. It was not part of choreography, but it becomes part of choreography, and the audience just like loves it because they don't know what happens like on that stage. So
what? On that note, actually, what was like the worst? Not the worst. Yeah, the most dramatic thing that was happening on stage, but the rest of us didn't know what was happening.
I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Sister Act.
Okay.
So Dolores, played by Candida Musuma at this time, she sings this. She sings a song where she's got the nuns on one side and she's got the go-go dancers, because Dolores, she was from the hood, and she's this girl who's in love with Curtis, who's the gangster, and he's trying to look for her. She's running away from him. She goes to a convent. She meets all the nuns, where she starts with the choir thing, and she's still got her, her stage girl, like her show girl, inner side, and she's got these demons and they're fighting, and she's got the nuns this side, look at me, look at me, look at me, and she goes, no, and the mirror ball falls. Almost hit one of the dancers. It scraped his costume and his head, like at the back. The audience stood up. We were like, oh, he's gonna die, and the audience stood up and they clapped.
Because we were thinking,
wow, the timing is.
And that mirror ball shattered everywhere. And at that time, everyone was like, oh my god, be careful, be careful. But the audience is going insane. Like that was one moment where it was like, oh my goodness, he nearly died. And he was like, damn it, if I was just a few steps back, I'd be 100,000 rand richer now. So it was like the worst. It's like watching Dolores, and we're going and we're giving it our all, and she just goes, no! Mirror ball, boom, crash, and the audience loving it. And we're like, it was a bit jarring. And then we have to carry on, and we just have to move on.
Is there ever a time when the show can't go on?
I've never been in that incident where the show can't go on, but I do remember watching a show, and a girl was late for her entry, and she had the lifts moving. And as she ran on, she was like late, so she wanted to jump on, but she was so late that her foot got stuck under the lift, and it like ripped. It bent her foot, and then they just had to like stop, because also her scream was so loud that even the audience was like, what was that? So moments where it was like,
The audience was like, that was not acting.
That was not acting, yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like. But I unfortunately never experienced anybody in the production getting hurt or the show needing to stop. I mean, unless it was like ESCOM.
How do you mean? As in load shedding.
Of course, ESCOM would be involved. Of course, ESCOM.
Why would you think otherwise?
I mean, like a load shedding whilst the lifts are going, and we're standing like, and the lift is like, and you're going, oh god,
and then it's dark,
and then the generator starts again, and you're like, okay, the show must go on. Oh my goodness,
So now you guys are you getting back into work now?
So I think they're trying to bring as much in right now during festive, but I don't think there's a lot. I don't think there's like big productions on at the moment, because of financially it does have 200 audiences, and then have half a crew member, half a cop, and then the dresser ladies are also half. It just doesn't. It's like theater is so huge in itself, like behind the scenes. You need all the help you can get. You need hands from backstage, to the front, the lighting guys, the sound guys, your cleaning staff, because it's all just, it's a...
Yeah. Because you're literally bringing a world to life. So
yes, you are. You
make
really,
it magic.
Really are, and you need people. You can't just have half.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I am a part of one of the performances for the Festival of the Lights at the Joburg Zoo, Beneath African Skies. So a little storybook theatre that I've done before, and they've asked us to do it again for this, and it's like Inganegwane, like little tales, folk tales, and then we've got South African songs that play in between. So the stories that we tell don't have any link to the stories.
Oh.
The stories that we tell don't have any link to the songs.
Oh, okay.
How do the stories not link to the stories?
That English threw me off. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
some
theatre English coming on, yeah.
What's happening right now?
Now I'm gonna ask after the show. So when you said
10 to 10, guys. I'm trying to wake up the time, okay?
we want all to do really well.
Yeah, so we tell little stories, and in between is like random songs, just to get the kids to refocus. Kids can only focus for so long.
Yeah.
To like songs that they can get up and
Yeah,
dance, and so we've got songs like from Umafikizolo, Brenda Fassie, Johnny Clegg, all the South African hits that golden oldies. So we're doing that. So I'm quite grateful for that. It's revived me. I don't think I'd be sitting here with KG and being like this if I wasn't doing that. And still, I'd probably be like just a bit mellow, trying to look like I'm okay.
On some F this industry.
This is really like, it's really fed my very deprived soul.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I'm doing it. And we've been doing it now since Tuesday and we end on Sunday.
As in tomorrow?
What's today?
Saturday.
So this December. This December thing.
I mean, December it showed up out of nowhere. December, I'm still dealing. I wasn't even aware.
Tomorrow is our last performance.
Oh.
So tomorrow's our
So we can't come. Oh, okay. So we can still go check it out.
So you guys are on today, right?
We're on today at 7:30
Okay.
p.m.
All right. So for those that are watching, 7:30 p.m.
Wait.
At the Joburg Zoo, Festival of Lights.
I actually want to go to the Festival of Lights. How long is it running for? I thought it was still to come.
No. It started. I think it's been 2 weeks in now.
Talk about being
I
late.
think they end like on the 3rd or something of January.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
they've still
So
got a while to go.
Alright.
There's time.
Still can still check it out.
So 2021. Obviously, we're writing 2020 off. Well, not writing it off, but it's done now. We're over it. Plans for 2021? Is it easy to plan in a world where there's such uncertainty for theatre performers?
Well, I mean, I didn't get any funding because everything of mine was postponed. So I think postponements were like, you guys can wait. We'll deal with all the cancelled artists.
Yeah.
So I still have contracts for next year. I just don't know if they're going to be able to be put in place with the threats of the second wave coming in.
Yeah, as we go into the winters
but
and whatnot.
I did have a Afrikaans pantomime waiting for me.
As one
That's
does.
again.
And we were going to do Cinderella.
In Africa.
We were going to do
No, where have you seen Cinderella in Africa?
No, they have been a Cinderella in Afrikaans.
Have you not watched TV? There's been a Cinderella in Zulu.
Right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn.
A whole movie.
A whole
like,
one.
hey, Cinderella in Zulu.
What is Cinderella in Zulu?
Who's Cinderella? Where's Cinderella? That's not a pool.
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Anyway, sorry, no, yes, you were saying.
So I've then I've got another pantomime for Janice at the end of the year next year, which that is like a definite. So I don't know about the Afrikaans pantomime. I don't know if it's a definite. We haven't heard anything. But Bernard J has made us sign that contract again for October, November next year.
So I mean, signing the contract means what? When October comes and there's no performance, you still get paid, right? I mean,
well,
I'm just
that
saying.
depends. You know how they do. Like they can like this year. He told us that he's postponing it in July.
Yeah.
Which was very far from end of September.
Okay.
I think if they postpone closer to the date,
It'll allow you to get
it will
other
allow
jobs.
us to get. Then he'd have to give us like something.
Something,
But
okay.
if he postpones it way before, then I mean.
Best performance of all time for you?
For me.
Performance.
Yeah, well, it could be you, it could be somebody else. But a moment where you either felt, God damn it, I killed it, or you watched somebody and went, Jesus, they killed it. Without the bass, of course, because you can't do it. My bedroom voice.
Best performance. Oh my goodness, that is a Color Purple.
Yeah? What about it?
Guys, that was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, South African cast, like guys, they were amazing. They were really, really amazing. Accents came through, the songs, the singing, the singing. I knew why I was in the.
So that must be like super sane level of singing.
Like damn, you know, the church ladies in the color purple.
Yeah.
Yo,
They brought Jesus
man.
every time.
And then Harpo, I know Harpo is like my friend, Yummy.
Yeah.
And Sophia, the Neo, she played Sophia. The chemistry they had as well together, and then Nettie, like the lead. Oh man, they were great.
Yeah.
For me,
awesome.
top class. Top class.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it on.
Really,
I got goosebumps watching her talk about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like she got excited too.
I was like,
I can see it.
I wanna see it.
I saw
Yeah.
they had like 3 openings. I saw all the openings.
Well, I know that type of job. You can't go to all the openings. I mean,
She was your friend. Not
a damn thing. You know what's even worse? Yummy is also my friend. Didn't get a ticket for that either.
Really?
And it's okay. It's
Well,
okay.
Yummy.
Thing as well. We should definitely have it on the show. Let's flip it then before we wrap, because we are running out of time. Worst performance.
Worst.
Yeah, I think this one you might want to make an internal one. Just now you're calling people out. Why see? Next time did I play and it was nonsense.
Oh, worst was calling me home.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Were you in
I
calling
went
me
with
home?
Leanne.
Oh, okay.
Leanne and I.
Like passed out.
Yes, you know Leanne doesn't sleep during music.
Yeah. She's super.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, we. And I thought, hey, it's opening. I mean, just now there's eyes and there's people with cameras.
Yeah.
Just like she's sitting there, she's like,
Did she start
hilarious. Ask her about it. She remember it like sorry, Cape
Isan.
Town. I think it was from Fuga or something like, but
And it's a whole few girls.
Sure.
Awkward. Ox.
No,
Really
it
say
was-
sure.
And then they tried to bring it back. And I still heard. Like I didn't go and watch it, but then I heard no. But
It wasn't any better.
Yeah, no.
Like, don't come home.
No, don't
Okay, I'm
call
not
us
coming.
home.
It's a scam.
I think it was called Calling Me Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then second time round it was Calling Us Home.
That's a collective call. Like, what's up?
So they changed the name.
We know what's up. We've been here before. We know the scam.
There was another one. I mean, I can't be harsh on them, but it was Carmen musical. From different countries came together. They are accountants, surgeons who decided to go on what do you call that thing?
Sabbat.
Yes.
People like sabbaticals.
So they decided in the sabbatical they're just gonna create Carmen again, and in their way, and they're gonna go around the world performing it. And it was just.
It was just.
It was.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
no,
It was.
When before interval, I was like, no, guys. It's an opening
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well, and I'm wearing like a very poofy dress. I had to like fold it so that you know how nyonyo, but they don't see you. So it was just like
Where
I was
my
folding
nyonyo?
this thing. I was like, oh, you must just be as tiny as you are now and just leave. I was like, sorry, I really need the loo. Excuse me,
I'm not coming back.
You didn't tell them which loo you were going to. No, honest.
Last question. Advice you'd give to somebody who's coming into the industry, young person, just finished matric, wants to go into the arts industry. What advice would you give them?
I would give them the advice to say, like, it's such a cliche, but stay humble.
Yeah.
Your work, stay consistent, and stay true to yourself. Also, it's tougher now to come into the industry when you haven't, because you say must have credentials.
Okay.
So people should go and study. You are that great, study something else, because COVID has also, I think COVID has, you know, you've got to have like a blind, you've got to have, so I'd say you can get your degree or your master's in musical theatre or just performance, you know, or just being a creative, But at the same time, I think you need a backup.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
really, really, really need a backup.
Before we let you go, we ask this question to everybody who sits on that chair, and it is this: 2020 has been an incredibly frustrating year in many ways, but in there somewhere have been moments that are worth holding on to. What do you choose to actively be grateful for from 2020 for yourself?
You, my family. Even though they like, you know, they quite hard on me. Like if I have to go, take me first,
Yeah.
and then they go, okay, no, okay, tata again.
Now that goes Shabil.
Yeah, now that there we go.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Yeah.
It's been my family and the people that love me and the friends that I have
Mm.
where we could video call for hours
Yeah.
and just, you know, motivate each other and talk about this whole pandemic and just, you know, from friends that have been retrenched, you know, KG,
Yeah.
hey, just being able to speak to them and, you know, they speak to me and we encourage each other, you know, just be like giving each other advice. Like,
Yeah.
even though it's like, I've heard it so many times, but it actually helps. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
helps to have a support system. So,
Really is important.
Yeah.
Really is. That support system. We spoke about it earlier.
Very, very important.
Yeah, very important.
Folks, that's where we have to wrap it. We don't have all day, but the great thing about conversations is they can continue. So we'll have you back in 2021. It'll be bigger, better, more lights, all kinds of things. All kinds of things.
Wow, this is a beautiful spot you guys have here.
Thank you.
This is really refreshing.
We're doing our best.
Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
Yeah, so all the best for 2021.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
you
yes.
too.
Thank you.
Guys. I don't know invite
Ramaphosa is gonna, guys.
Before he locks things up, we're gonna go in. We're going in. Anyway, folks, we do have to wrap it. Of course, it wouldn't make sense for us to close it. Final thoughts, plans for the weekend, quickly.
Dog, chilling, PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go play PlayStation. We're gonna play
PlayStation, footy, beer, food.
Repeat.
In that order.
Repeat. Nani, your plans for the weekend outside of performance?
Maybe cuddles.
Oh, okay. maybe cuddles. Oh, you just cuddling, girl. Come on with it.
I'd really like to take a trip to Harties like tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, yeah, just before I start the show.
Yeah.
Just to go on a little and then drive back.
Ah.
I love to drive,
In
guys.
and out.
Like driving for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when we've been locked in.
Therapeutic driving.
Hey, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm a dealer driver.
Yeah,
I'm a
driver,
driver. I want to cry,
Hey.
driver.
Tlo lo shapa bana wa, tlo drive ma fe. Driver ma fe. Alsa khona driver matang he.
Yeah, like,
You know everything that you guys put drive in now? Negra cloth. Anyway.
That too, yes. Yes.
Raikwana Selvala, here is Jamie.
Hey guys, I hope you had a great week and are having a great weekend. Don't forget to share love, joy, and peace, and always be positive. Train your mind to see the good situation in life. So just remember that and keep that in your mind and just be positive. It's almost festive season. I love you guys. Please stay safe and let's go jam.
You're listening to KG, the Comeback Kid. This is content that matters.